Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to take a look at some figures from the Black Series 6-inch line, and over the course of my next few reviews we're going to be taking a look at characters from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now the majority of the figures that I'm about to review for you have been released already as part of Galaxy's Edge exclusive multi-packs that are only available at the park. However, recently Hasbro took it upon themselves to do a little bit of a promotion with Target in the US and release various Galaxy's Edge merchandise through their stores. Now, thankfully, several retailers here in the UK have jumped aboard this bandwagon as well, and thanks to staractionfigures.co.uk, I've been able to add 4 of the brand new Galaxy's Edge figures to my collection. The first one we're going to take a look at is Hondo Ohnaka, and over the course of my next couple of reviews we're going to take a look at characters such as Captain Cardinal, DJ Rex and the Mountain Trooper, again some of which have been made available already. Obviously at the time of filming this review we're still in the midst of the pandemic and the global health crisis, and for most of us a trip to Galaxy's Edge probably isn't going to be on the cards for quite some time, so it's going to be a while at least until we're able to pick up those previously released exclusive sets. So I'm really thankful to Hasbro and, as I mentioned, some of the retailers that have gotten their hands on these products, that they've offered these individually. Obviously some of the multi-packs featured repacks coupled with a few brand new figures, but thankfully Hasbro have re-released all the brand new figures made available in those sets as individual figures, and Hondo Ohnaka, as I mentioned, is the first one we're going to take a look at. Now, right off the bat, I am so thrilled with this figure. Not only am I a massive fan of Hondo's character, but the figure itself is really well done. Hasbro have done a fantastic job with it, and I can't wait to share it with you in more detail. Now, before we do that, as always, if you want to purchase this figure for yourself, there's a link down below in the video description which will take you to staractionfigures.co.uk, and at the time of filming this review, all of the Galaxy's Edge figures from the Black Series are in stock and available to buy. So that includes Hondo, the Mountain Trooper, Captain Cardinal and DJ Rex. So get them while you can. These figures are sure to be very popular indeed. So before we jump into the figure itself, let's take a look at the packaging Hondo comes in. Now, for the most part, what we get here is standard Black Series packaging. However, Hasbro have made a few changes to make this more specific to Galaxy's Edge. Now, down in the bottom corner, as you can see, we do have that really nice image of Hondo Ohnaka himself, illustrated beautifully by Gregory Titus. Obviously you've got his name across the bottom there. The insert in the back of the box is a different colour. Just helps these figures to stand out a little bit more, differentiates them from some of the other releases in the line. We've got this really nice Galaxy's Edge call out on the front of the box as well. And on the side we've got these really cool Galaxy's Edge themed graphics going on, which look really nice and just add a whole new level of depth to these boxes, and they're going to make for great mint in box displays. As you can see down in the bottom corner, you've got the First Order emblem. There is a running change to this packaging that features the Resistance emblem as well, so keep an eye out for that. And obviously there's no number in the series for this one, as it is an exclusive. On the back you've got that image of Hondo once again, accompanied by a bit of a description about the character, obviously more specific to Galaxy's Edge and Batuu and the sequel trilogy era, as opposed to the other bits of Star Wars media that Hondo's appeared in so far. So really cool packaging, absolutely love this, and I'm very tempted to keep these boxes and plop the figures back in them once I've reviewed them and display them in box, because again, these little touches like this just really go a long way in making this packaging stand out and look really nice. So that's the box. Now let's take a look at the figure itself, and once again he does not disappoint. I am a huge fan of this figure. I think Hasbro have done a superb job with Hondo Ohnaka. The sculpt is what really makes this figure shine, but the level of detail, the accessory that's included, just everything about this guy is really cool, and I'm really happy to have added him to my Black Series collection. Now, what's really cool about this figure is the fact that even though this figure is based on Hondo's appearance in Galaxy's Edge, so obviously if you've ridden the Smuggler's Run attraction at Galaxy's Edge, you'll recognise Hondo from the animatronic that greets you onto the ride. The outfit of the figure is obviously more specific to Hondo as he appears at Galaxy's Edge, and it's a bit of a hybrid between his Rebels and Clone Wars appearance. So you've got the long trench coat, the helmet or hat going on as well, which is very reminiscent to how he appears in the Clone Wars, but then you've got the elongated details there around the chin, which are much more reminiscent of his appearance in Rebels. But overall, just a stunning looking figure. He looks fantastic. There are a couple of gripes that I have with this one, mainly the fact that the jacket seems to be the wrong colour for how Hondo appears at Galaxy's Edge. From what I've seen of the animatronic itself, and also the vintage collection figure that's been released with the new Millennium Falcon, Hondo's jacket is a little bit more of a vibrant red colour, whereas with this one we get a more dulled down maroon sort of colour, which still looks fantastic, but that bright colour really sets the figure off, in my opinion, and the character as well. But that's not to say that this guy doesn't look superb. As I mentioned, the sculpt is absolutely phenomenal on this guy. You've got some great detail going on in the jacket itself. You'll see that really nice sculpted texture. You've got details such as the belt around the waist there, unfastened. Just some really cool detail going on in the figure's costume. A really nice trim around the edge as well. Just a really cool looking figure. I love the level of detail that's gone into Hondo's helmet as well. As you can see, there's a slight semblance there of the insignia that he has on the front of his hat there, which also appears on one of the flags above Maz Kanata's castle in The Force Awakens. And again, there's some great sculpted texture going on there as well. I'm pretty sure that Hondo's helmet or hat is made of some sort of creature or alien. It's almost turtle-like in its appearance. Obviously, you've got some great detail around the glasses as well. Fantastic head sculpt, captures all the wrinkles. Really nice faithful likeness to the Weequay or Wiki, depending on what you want to pronounce that as. Really nice indeed. The glasses are non-removable, as is the hat. And then you've also got Hondo's dreadlocks going on around the back of the figure as well. Very Jack Sparrow in their appearance. Really cool indeed. Further down the figure, we have a necklace around the neck. Some great sculpted textures in the shirt underneath. The belt is really intricately designed. You've got the holster there attached to the leg. The blaster pistol that's included can be stored in the holster. And as you can see, Hondo's a bit of a lefty. And the blaster that's included is actually the same one, albeit with a repaint, as the blaster included with Director Krennic from Rogue One, from the Black Series 6-inch line. As you can see, this one has a more metallic finish. You've got some gold accents on the blaster itself, and once again it can be stored in the holster on the belt. In terms of articulation, Hondo is pretty much packed to the brim. He comes with everything you'd expect from the Black Series. We've got a ball joint at the head, and like with most recent releases, you've got a hinge, or a joint rather, at the head and at the neck, so you get a really nice fluid range of movement there. You've got hinges at the shoulders, hinges at the elbows and at the wrists. We have a ball joint at the torso and also at the waist, so you've got a really nice, once again, fluid range of movement there in the body itself. Even though the jacket is made from plastic, the articulated hips are not hindered, which is really good. You've also got a swivel cut at the hip, or at the upper thigh should I say. There's a double joint in the knee and a hinge and a rocker once again at the ankle. What's really cool about this one as well is, unlike most Han Solo figures in the Black Series, the holster is actually a separately sculpted piece, and as you can see, it plugs into the leg. Now I'm not sure whether it's removable or not, but it certainly assists in the articulation around the legs. You're not in any danger, or any immediate danger at least, of damaging that holster by posing the legs, which is really good. But again, it's the sculpt that really sets this figure off. It's like Hondo just jumped out of the attraction right off the screen. Obviously, it's the first realistic rendition of Hondo that we've seen in action figure form as well. And it just looks absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to add this guy to my Black Series collection shelf. I'm at a bit of a war with myself at the moment as to whether or not to dedicate a section of my Black Series collection to Galaxy's Edge, or whether or not to throw a Hondo in with Ezra and the Rebels crew. Only time will tell, but just a very, very cool figure that, again, I'm very happy to have in the collection. So that is going to do it for my review on Hondo Ohnaka, once again from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I really hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and I'll be back with some more reviews very, very soon. So until then, as always, thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.